Welcome, anchors, to the Tarot Temple. This is your work and money forecast for the week of February 20th until February the 26th. Please be mindful to support this temple by providing your likes and your comments, by sharing, and by subscribing. Now, let's get ready for what messages the Greater Source would like to relate to you for this week's work and money. I'm sure you'll enjoy it, but please stay awake. Awesome. All right, anchors, welcome back to the temple once again for work, money, and romantic guidance. I hope you're doing well this week. I want to thank you for your views on last week's work and money forecast. I think you have did an awesome job at raising your reviews. I think last week you didn't get as much as you'll be getting now, so I want you to keep it up and just realize that your participation in these weekly forecasts, like giving your thumbs and your comments, add to me providing you more guidance and insights through the instruments that I have. I have some new spiritual devices that I would like to share with you, but it's all on a merit system at this point. So I just think that it's just fair, to, the more you give, the more you get back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a merit system, and hopefully it will ignite you to give your input a little more. Like I said, your thumbs and your comments, sharing and so forth, that plays a major role in the decisions being made on your weekly forecast. So we're going to go ahead and get started with your planetary lineup. You have the Pentacles or the Diamonds of Mars as your external energy this week. Your internal energies is dealing with the Sword or Spades of Saturn. Okay. So we're dealing with a lot of passion. Okay. Passion here, and you have to probably learn how or what to do with that passion. That's what it seems like you're aligned with this week. Passion. That's what's coming to me. Passion. I'm seeing 4 and 6. So even though you probably in the middle stages, you this is something that you want to complete. You want to kind of do it at a fast pace, but I'm telling you now, it's not going to be fast with Saturn being here, because there's still a lot to learn. Okay, I feel like you have everything you need at your disposal, per se, maybe in terms of your ideas, the equipment or instruments or materials that you need. But what's slowing you down is not only having to learn more, but I'm going to use the word discipline. Discipline also deals with learning and also deals with structure. And that's what the master teachers bring to you. This is something that you see clearly that you have to do. You can't move forward without instruction. You're feeling like you're feeling kind of yoked, or you may need to be yoked. You know what I'm saying? They say that God's yoke is easy and his burden is light. I don't really totally agree with that, because for me, lessons have come hard in life. So I don't know if that's your story or not, but that's what's coming to me with these planetary energies. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's going on with your mood or moon energies and see how they line up with these planets. This is the energy of what I would regard as the Great Mother. Okay, so we have this masculine energy too, with Mars. I feel like this is you're dealing with your passion this week, and you really want to put in the work, the time, the hours. I'm hearing for some of you, you are aligned for this. You are aligned for this. And what I do know and what I've watched and seen is when you are aligned with something, you will gravitate what you need. Okay. You're going to be dealing with the moon. Ooh, you got both the same colors here. You're going to be dealing with the moon in Taurus externally, which makes sense to me when you're talking about building and making for and long-term success. Okay, this is about long-term stuff. And when I say long-term, that don't, even though Saturn is here, for me it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be a long time coming. What it means for me, long-term goals, long-term means it's going to last a long time. You're going to be able to do this for a long time, live off of this for a long time. It says that now is a time for focusing on finances and practical matters. You have to have the energy to do this, okay? Some of you may have to be a little bit more aggressive about your goals, about putting things in place. Okay, maybe you've been a little lackadaisy here. Maybe you've been comfortable. But when Saturn comes, maybe even though they're not here, Pluto and Neptune, you're not going to be that comfortable. Okay? Internally, though, you are aligned with the full moon. And it says, take time to relax, recharge, and replenish your inner strength. You are the sign of balance. Unless you have like some planetary lineups in your home, in your houses, that keeps you kind of, I'm going to say erratic, but that's not really what I want to say. That has you kind of squandering your energies all over the place. You should be able to be focused and balance work and personal time, okay? You have these, I'm hearing compassion. You probably need to have some compassion for yourself, okay? And not think so, putting your time and energies and finances and knowledge towards everybody else. But sometimes you have to learn how to give to you, show some compassion to yourself, and listen to your body. Because this to me will be your body talking. Things are culminating for you. Okay, then I say you're probably in the middle, trying to reach that completion stage. You're not quite there yet, but you have everything. You have everything right there at your fingertips. But for some reason, you need to be disciplined. You need to kind of, yoke it in, You got to do that. If you want success, and success could be anything. Maybe you're in a little financial debt here. I don't know. But there's all kinds of successes, and we are dealing with plans and money and monetary things. So we're going to go ahead and get to your forecast right now, and hopefully it's something that you want to hear. But if not, don't shoot the messenger. Please know that this may not be your cycle or your message. If it doesn't fit, please quit. But if it fit, knit. This is your story. You got to knit it together. And I encourage you to sometimes go back and review videos. If something sparks you, if I've said something that sparks you, resonates with you, and it starts to happen in your life, sometimes you have to come back and review that information. Re-review, I should say, that information. Yes. But now is a time to really balance your financial matters, your material matters. It could be something as simple as food, a food bill. Okay? Maybe you're overspending. Maybe you need to look and say, well, I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much, and maybe stuff is getting freezer burned. So you got to think about all that, because we do have the cow here, and that's the provider, of food and nutrients and so forth. Your overall energy is judgment. Okay, that makes sense right now. And that is based on the 9 of Pentacles. You can expect the Hierophant, stemming from the 10 of Cups, with an outcome of the Page of Swords, conflict and or challenge, and your supportive and blessed energies will get to, but your underlying energy is the King of Swords. And the first thing I heard was truth. This is somebody that is experienced in their field. Maybe this person has been giving you advice or is advising you, or you'll meet this person and maybe you haven't been listening. Maybe you've gotten this information from social media, you know. And I'm hearing listen to the message, you know, and I'm hearing regards, you know. This is something you need to regard. I feel like you need to be disciplined, because I do know that you anchors love to shop. You love the finer things in life, but you did have a forecast about a month ago, maybe a little longer, but it hasn't been that long ago, where you were advised about your shopping habits and how to turn those shopping habits into a money-making business. Okay? And maybe this is maybe you listened. Maybe it's time to listen. Okay? Look at this. You can't make this up. Look what's underneath that energy. De la Croix. Okay? This is about equanimity. This is about fair exchange. This is about buying and selling. This is about working and getting a paycheck. Okay? That's what this is about. You know? And then you have another advisor here. Okay? This is an air element. Could be you, but she is definitely the energy of transformation. And then underneath there you have, you know, financial considerations. Okay, I'm telling you, you still are dealing. Ooh, and look at here. I'm just picking up the deck, and here's the Seven of Pentacles. Looking at your money, knowing where to place your money, you know, and underneath there, meditating on those things. Everything's everything in tarot. Where to put your money, how much you have, organizing that money. That's all of that's discipline. Okay? So I see overall energy is making a good judgment after maybe even being depressed about some things, you know, making some miscalculations, some misjudgments about some things. We've all had some type of financial weakness at some point in our life. Okay? And maybe now you've gotten this wake-up call. Okay? Because you've gotten a message. Maybe you have attended a lecture. You know, it's like I said, something online where they talk about money, you know, because I did see the card, the Seven of Pentacles under here by accident, was dealing with, sometimes it deals with investment, where to put your money, how to make your money grow. Maybe you've been spending your investments. Maybe you've been cashing in your retirement, your 401ks. Maybe you had stock and you've been borrowing from that. But for what? Because here it's talking about disciplining yourself. Do you have to have that dress and those shoes? Do you have to have that car? Okay, I'm just asking. Okay, but I'm hearing a wake-up call here. Okay. Some of you, this is accepting a call. It may be coming from this. This is a bit of a master teacher to me, too. The King of Swords can transform your thinking. This is my beautiful mind card. He has a unique way of getting you to see things that you've never seen before, that you never thought of before, okay? And it's based on this Nine of Pentacles. Most of you are single, who I'm speaking to. You're single, you know. Maybe some of you are trying to work from home. Okay, you're trying to get a contract, but you have to balance that. We just talked about that. Balancing that, making plans. We deal with passion. We talked about passion here. And you have to be practical when you're starting something, you know. I will admit that if you are interested in starting a business, credit would be the best way to go. But even with that, you have to be practical. Okay, you have to establish a budget. You know, I'm hearing, and of course, start small. You have big goals and big dreams, but we need to start small, incremental steps, okay? Incremental steps. But some of you, this is time off to focus on your interests, your desires, your hobbies, whatever it is. Some of you may be, again, turning this into a money-making venture. We talked about that a few weeks ago. And maybe this King of Swords came from here. Okay? Yes. Yeah, additional income, adding some things up, good judgment, overall energy. You thinking about this. You have woken up to this. Some of you, a few of you, I don't know. If you didn't, you will. You're going to hear this message. You're going to accept this. You're going to accept this discipline. This is angelic. Okay? Maybe nobody ever said it quite like that to you before. Okay? Because some of you want to work from home. Some of you want to be free to focus on what you enjoy. Because this is self-enjoyment. Okay? This is the lovely lady, the my lady. She don't need anybody or anything in her space. She's happy alone. You know, doesn't mean she don't want anybody, but she's not settling for anything or any less than herself. Okay, you got to come with it. This is the kind of energy, like, if you're not coming with it, then we just can't do it. We can't be together. I'm cool. I can do bad all by myself. Here, I can do bad all by myself, and I can do good all by myself. Okay, so you have done the math here. You have done the math here. That's the overall energy. Some of you are accepting additional income. Maybe this is overtime, you know. And for some of you, again, this is accepting a calling or accepting a call, an actual call. And it's one of those calls where you probably didn't want to answer it at first, but you're glad you did because it has the answer to your problem. And it's all stemming from this Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is the beautiful community. Okay? I don't know if you signed up for something. I don't know if this is the workplace, family, your online community. This could be about real estate. But you're going to be glad you did. Okay? Because you want a spot, a place, or time to focus on you and the things that you want to do. Let's find out why. And I'm hearing count your lucky stars. Okay? You count your lucky stars, and it's 10 of Cups. All right? You have room and space to grow. Yes. Room and space to go. For some of you, this is real estate. Okay. You have the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Swords here as your reason. All right. Again, some of you are feeling excited and ignited about something that you've been trying to figure out for a long time. That's what I said. You've been in your head trying to figure out a lot of stuff for a long while. And here it is. Now you're making a judgment call. Or accepting this call. You see what I'm saying? Because you're internalizing the truth. The master teacher has appeared. The master of master teachers has appeared. And this is undeniable. Undeniable truth. Something's been said. You've gotten the message. You can't deny it. You know that you need to become more practical. You know that you need to save. You know that you need to invest. You've been worried about some things. Maybe for some of you, this is dealing with your home, your property. Maybe you already own these things. Maybe you've been doing too much. You know. Some of you now have heard the message. Now you're fired up. Okay? You're fired up. This is dealing with something exciting. Something that excites you. But you've been in your head trying to sort this out. Some of you have been wrestling with your habits. You know it's true. You know, trying to, what they say, champagne on a beer budget. Some of you, champagne on a beer budget. You can't do, like my mama said, you can't do what everybody do. Some people can afford champagne. Some people have champagne budgets. Right now, you have to settle for the beer budget. And you can still enjoy life. And you can still make it look beautiful. And you can still make it look... She can make it look and feel rich. But she on a beer budget. Because she's trying to build something for herself. Or she's just comfortable enough where she is, where she can focus on the things that she wants to do. It's called liberation. It's called freedom. And that's what you want. That's what you are aspiring to. Liberation and freedom. Okay? But some of you, you're going to keep your commitment. Some of you are going to receive what I call initiates. If you're starting something, you got your call, you're starting a business, you got a couple of clients, customers. Like I said, this is a consultant here. She's a consultant, a contractor. You have a couple coming. You're keeping your commitments here. Some devotees in your community. All right? That's what you can expect. And sometimes this is just you being devoted because you want clients, customers, devotees. You want subscribers. You want clients. Because how else are you going to have that business or that independent without it? Okay? For some of you, this is a new lease, though. I don't know if this is an actual home, but this is a lease. Some of you are going to be signing a lease. And that's probably why you want this additional income. You're trying to build additional income. Maybe you just need the space to create additional income. I don't know. Maybe you're going to try to do an Airbnb or something. But for some of you, this is dealing with property. Okay? I'm trying to get into real estate. For others of you, this could be about going back to work after a break. Because the Ace of Wands also deals with a very strong, something that you're attracted to, something that you like, something that, for some of you, this may be about somebody who has the hots for you, that was getting on your nerves. Because this can also deal with sex. Okay? And this may be dealing with some issues at work around sex, attraction. And that's just a side note for somebody. But for most of you, or one of you, is definitely dealing with some personal life, some personal. You just gotta have it. But if you want it, you have to be practical. You can't do the things that you want to do, especially if this is property here. Okay? Your outcome is this Page of Swords, and this is gathering information. you know, looking out for this information. For others of you, this is definitely being watched. It's like somebody's watching or waiting to hear back. You know, because this is usually the spy card. Okay. The lookout person. Maybe this is your position. Maybe you look out. It's definitely got something to do with some messages. This Hierophant can also be like someone in a high order, high position at your gig that's giving you this call. And you're looking out for whatever information that's, but whatever this judgment is, it's good for you. It's going to be a good thing that you took this call. And you're just waiting on some information, okay? Based on this, based on a contract, or based on working from home. Let's see what your conflict is. It's the Moon card. Some of you, it's your sleep schedule, okay? Some of you, it's sleep. The shift that you work is a conflict, okay? This also deals with some type of confusion, because to me, the Moon can represent romance. You know, I said that was down here for somebody. Somebody having the hots for somebody. Maybe you don't want that. It's a conflict. And that could be that person. You know, I don't know what's going on. It's like they're waiting to see you show up, or somebody's waiting to see you show up. This is like worrying. This is like deep concern here. This is like a deep concern. You know? This is, again, this Ace of Wands can be feeling ignited, you know, charged, ready to go, you know. I don't know what's going on with you, but what's going to be a help and a blessed energy to you is the Six of Pentacles. Now, this is a leader, okay? This is somebody who's a natural born leader, if you ask me. This person has a lot of victory. This could be you. This could be, I keep hearing some type of victory here. Because this very well could be about investigations. Okay? I don't know if some of you have been harassed, stalked, bothered on the job, at home. I don't know. I don't know if somebody paid for this or not. But some victory come. And I'm also hearing holding it together. Holding it together. You know, because this is energy of being highly recognized. Okay? And for some of you, that's going to pay off. Being highly recognized. Yes, sir, ma'am. Let's go ahead and sum this up. I've been on here too long. Let's go ahead and sum this up for my anchors. This week's work, money, and aromatic guidance, dear source. Let's sum this up this week. Let's sum this up. Oh, there you go. Rainbow. Okay, promise fulfilled for some of you. Seeing the promise. Okay, gratitude. That's like some beautiful outcome here. For some of you, this is a Taurus or some type of bow, like a bow. I don't know if it's female or male, but that's in the Six of Wands. They may come as a help, you know. It's here twice. Okay? It's here twice. Promise fulfilled. Gratitude. Let's get you a totem. See what's going to help you this week. What kind of energies will be beneficial for you this week that you need to carry with you to get you through all of this. Okay. Ooh, you got the moth. You have the moth energy. Interesting. I don't even know if that's in my book. Let's see here. But you can look it up yourself. I always encourage you to do that. That's why I say bring your learning tools. But you know, moths are delicate. And I know in real life people usually like to try to get rid of moths. It's like to me they like another form of a butterfly, you know. But for me, I'm hearing seeking the truth, you know, because they gravitate to the light, you know. And the light is insight, enlightenment. And that's what you get here in the judgment card. So good judgment, okay? And I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much, anchors, for tuning in once again for your work, money, and romance. I can't wait to bring you another one, hopefully next week. Until then, remember to walk by faith and by sight. Take care of yourself. Hotep and one love.